Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys... Go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. We own this.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4. 11.
On second and 15 now. Garoppolo. Deep ball for good. He's got a man. Complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Here we go.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for first and 10.
Hey, gun.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10. At their 49.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. This is Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 31 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
One, Omaha.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go. Right there, 54. Hey, exit. 54, Mike. I got him.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gun. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Slam. Bingo.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Check it out, Reed. Hey, 382, last 50.
A first down throw for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 87 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check 24. Watch 24. Go, Mike 51. Good route here. Hey, let's go. First.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They go play action here on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I got this.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, high 7.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish. Okay. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Switch it. Check. Crouch.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 31. Check 31.
On the ground, it's Cook. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Here we go. Check, 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 check. Back, back, back. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Gun.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this one across mid. 6. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Oh, yeah.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
We got to step it up.
Five.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Now watch run, watch run.
Hey, can't.
51 to Mike.
To throw is Cousins. A deep ball for Dotson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Now it's Breida.
Go, run.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's win. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
51, Mike 51. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 51. Target.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's brought in by Dotson. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Cousins. It's hauled in by Doxson. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Again, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had that 1st half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
They run again with Breida. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Breida. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got this.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and 1 at the 32-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, let's go. Watch the run. Right here, guys. Spike 51. Mike 51.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Slam.
On play action, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, a run from Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Cousins now. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now Cousins. And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk